Yeah, I am Dr. Basaraj, professor in Electronics and Communication Engineering, St. Peter Engineering College, Hyderabad. So, in this video lecture, I am going to explain about the analog and digital communication concepts, transmission of analog data or digital data on analog or digital transmission media. Let us see analog and digital communications. So, here our data may be analog form or digital form, and we have two transmission media. We can transmit that information on analog transmission media or on digital transmission media. So, here analog data example is our voice, digital data is text. So, now let us see how this is the just the transmission of data on different media. See, if the data is analog data, the first one is analog data, assume that our voice. We want to transmit an analog transmission media. The transmission media is analog transmission media. For that, this voice we need to modulate. So, you can use any of the among as given amplitude modulation, frequency modulation, phase modulation. Any one of the modulation technique can be do and transmit on the analog transmission media. So, here for doing the modulation we need a carrier. We take one carrier and this information we combine. So, by changing one of the parameters of the carrier, we can do any one among these three modulation methods. So, if we change the amplitude of the carrier with respect to the information signal, that is we are going to get a resultant signal, it is called the amplitude modulated. Similarly, if we change the frequency of the carrier with respect to the amplitude of the input signal, then we are going to get the signal is called the frequency modulated wave. Then if you change the carrier phase with respect to the information signal, we are going to get the phase modulated wave. So, by changing one of the parameter of the carrier with respect to the modulated signal, we are going to do the modulation. Once if you do the modulation, that will be transmitted to the destination on analog transmission media. So, this is how we are going to transmit analog signal on analog transmission media. See, sometimes the transmission media may be a digital. In such case, our information is in voice. So, that we need to convert into digital form by using pulse code modulation. So, once if we convert in digital form, then once again we have to convert those binary numbers into a digital signal form by using Manchester encoding or differential Manchester encoding or NRZI. Any of these mentioned methods we are going to use, convert binary data into a digital signal. Then this digital signal can be transmitted on a digital transmission media. See, the main difference between analog transmission media and digital transmission media is analog transmission is one, it is going to transmit the analog signals. Digital transmission media is one, it is going to transmit the digital signal. See, let us see now the data is in digital form. So, how we are going to convert transmit on a analog transmission media? See, if the data is in digital form, the media available is analog media, then we have to convert the digital data into analog form. For that we are going to use ASK, FSK, PSK. Then if suppose the media is digital transmission and data is also digital, then the digital data we can convert into digital signal as I told you by using Manchester encoding or differential Manchester encoding and NRZI method. Then we can transmit on a digital transmission media. So, now let us see in detail about analog communication. In analog communication, analog signal transmission and analog transmission media. So, there are three types as I told you. Here we are going to change the carrier characteristics with respect to the analog signal that we are going to transmit. So, let us see one by one. There are three methods AM, FM, PM. See here the first one is the input signal or information signal, it is also called the modulating signal. Then the second signal is the carrier one. The carrier is one, it is going to carry the informations. So here before to send the signal, we need to increase the signal frequency. For that we are going to do this modulation method. So for doing modulation methods, we are going to add the carrier signal. So carrier signal we have to combine with the information signals. Here the main aim is you have to carry the information on a carrier signal. For that, the amplitude of the carrier is going to vary with respect to the amplitude of the modulating signal. We are going to get the resultant wave, it is called amplitude modulated wave. So as we are going to get the third waveform, it is a after modulation, means after changing the amplitude of the carrier with respect to the modulating signal. So we are going to get the waveform that is called amplitude modulated. After amplitude modulated, the resultant waveform, so we are going to get that its carrier, I mean its frequency is same as the carrier frequency. It means that the resultant waveform is having higher carrier frequency. The next frequency modulation, in this is a carrier and this is the modulating signal. Second one is the information to be transmitted. Then after combining, means after changing the carrier of the, I mean frequency of the carrier signal with respect to the modulating signal, we are going to get the resultant waveform, we are going to call as a frequency modulated wave. So here also the frequency of the frequency modulated wave is same as the carrier frequency, but only the variations is there, that is the highest frequency. So we are going to change, increase the frequency. There is a minimum frequency is there of the carrier. So if the amplitude is going to increase our modulating signal, the frequency once again is increase. Then if it is decrease, if it is 0, then it will be same as the carrier frequency. Then coming to the last one, phase modulated wave. In this, the first one is the information signal that is to be transmitted. The second one is the carrier. So here phase of the carrier is going to change with respect to the modulating signal. So the resultant wave we are going to get is called the phase modulated wave. So once again here frequency of the phase modulated wave is the carrier frequency. The next is the transmission of digital data on analog transmission medium. We have a digital data, for example your text, computer data, you want to send on a analog transmission media. The media to transmit from source to destination is of analog form. So we need to convert from this digital signal to the analog transmission media suitable form. For that, so we are going to have another 3 methods, that is amplitude shift keying, frequency shift keying, phase shift keying. See, in amplitude shift keying, the first one is the digital data, that is we need to transmit. Then we are going to use the amplitude shift keying, that is for 1 digital data 1 there is a frequency has been assigned, for 0 no frequency. Then once again for 1 there is a frequency, there is fixed one frequency has been assigned for 1, for 0 no frequency. In this way the amplitude shift keying is going to generate the signal. So here we are going to get the analog signal with respect to the digital data. So the resultant waveform we are going to call as amplitude shift keying, first second one. Then third one, frequency shift keying. Here for each input there is a frequency will be there. For 1 there is one frequency, for 0 another frequency. Okay, there are 2 frequency has been assigned here. So the according to the digital data we are going to represent the different frequency, it is called frequency shift keying. The next, the third one is the phase shift keying. See here the frequency will be same, but only the phase is going to change. For one signal, it's the same signal is going to change its phase for 0. Then once again for 1 it is going to change the phase. So like this way we are going to represent the digital data in analog form, then transmit on a analog transmission media. The next coming to the data transmission on digital transmission media. Yeah, digital data transmission is the transmission of discrete data using two distinct states, 1 or 0 or on or off. Digital communication is more efficient than analog communication. Communication between computers is carried usually in digital form, from one computer to other computer, the data is going to transmit in digital form. A significant difference between analog and digital signal is that the analog signal changes continuously, digital signal is going to change instantaneously. So let us see the advantage of digital signal. Due to attenuation, signal strength decreases, it can be amplified and rebuilt at the same time using signal regeneration systems. Means we are going to regenerate the signal. It need not, instead of amplifying, the same original signal can be regenerated easily in case of digital signal transmission. And here digital signal transmission is having error detection methods and also correction methods at the reception side. And E is for signal processing. It is very easy to process the signal because all it is will be digital form. Easily we are going to process, we are going to rectify, filter out the noises and all easily. Digital signals are less affected by the ambient noise compared to the analog signals. These are the few advantages of digital signal. There are few disadvantages also there. Say we need, we want to transmit the analog signal and a digital transmission, we need to convert so analog signal into digital form. For that we need the analog digital converter. So then it require there is a synchronization between clock times of the transmitter, those with the receiver. The digital signal requires more bandwidth than the analog signal. These are the few disadvantages. Yeah, with this I am going to end with this lecture video. Thank you so much.